Okay, let's be honest. You have probably scrolled past quite a few stunning art pieces in your time. Without even giving it a second thought, I feel like we all do this. Then double tap on a low effort meme 5 seconds later. Why is that? Why does good design often get ignored? Well, bad, loud, and ugly design is what goes viral. Let's unpack that in this video. Hey guys, what do you guys think of my new hair? I cut it really short. Why does good design often get ignored? Well, bad, loud, and ugly design is what goes viral. Let's unpack that in this video, because this is something that every designer and every content creator has to grapple with from time to time. First off, let's define our terms. When I say good design, I'm talking about design work that follows the design principles that we talk about on this channel. Hierarchy, clarity, alignment. Sound familiar? Type pairing, color theory. I could go on all day and you guys already know that. It's all the juicy stuff that we study really hard to master. It is often subtle, thoughtful, and unfortunately sometimes too subtle for the internet. Now, bad design, quote unquote, ignores all of these principles. But because it does that and it's so uncomfortable to live with, it grabs your attention right away. Maybe it's loud, maybe it's chaotic. If you've been on the internet, you definitely have seen it. And maybe it's even intentionally cringy. And you know what? That's the trick. Viral content is often driven by emotional reaction, not design theory, and that is why we're here. Now let's get into why bad design spreads like wildfire. Bad design often sacrifices nuances for instant comprehension. In a scroll-happy world, your message has about 1.5 seconds to land. A viral infographic with a horrible layout but a catchy headline, bam, there you go. A meme with bold impact font but a low resolution image, there you go, viral. Clarity beats polish every time, especially when attention spans are short. It relies on humor, shock, or relatability. When us as designers, you know it, we love subtlety. The internet, unfortunately, not so much. Viral posts often exaggerate emotions. Rage, disgust, hilarity. You're not sharing it because it's pretty. You are sharing it because it made you feel something. It is optimized for the algorithm, not the eye. Let's not forget that the algorithm, it doesn't reward elegance. It rewards engagement. Bright colors, clickbait headlines, massively huge text. That's what the machine likes. So as graphic designers in this day and age, we have to play a very different game. Now let's talk about the tragedy that I spoke about before, where good design gets unnoticed. It is too subtle for fast consumption. Good design asks for your attention. It doesn't demand it, and that's hard to do in a scroll culture world. It may be clean, elegant, but on a feed, it might just look empty. It is made for the brand, not the platform. As designers, we're taught to think long-term. Cohesive branding, print materials, UX flows. But unfortunately, social media is not built for consistency. It is built for spikes. It prioritizes logic over emotion. What do I mean by that? Design is rooted in logic, but the internet, it's emotional. Good design solves problems, but viral content stirs reactions. And it creates this weird tension for designers. Do you want to be effective or do you want to be seen? So what is the solution from a designer's point of view? I'm not saying to abandon good design. I'm saying you need to adapt it. You have to meet the audience where they are, then elevate the standard. Some of the best designs that I have seen lately use bad tactics in a smart way. Huge giant text, meme layouts, TikTok cuts paired with a thoughtful message, and absolute great typography. Story is greater than style. If the story is strong, then the design just needs to support it. Every viral meme has hierarchy. It's basically just an image with bold text, and the punchline tends to be what really drives it home. Okay, so real talk, how to deal with this as a designer? I'm glad you asked. I've had projects that I poured hours into, and they hardly get any traction. Meanwhile, a quick design gets tons of engagement. And at first, it's very disheartening, but you know what? I use it as a tool now. I constantly remind myself that virality doesn't equal value. If I want attention, I know how to get it. But me personally, I want to build something that lasts. I go back to the basics. So what you could take away from this video is that good design still matters, but we have to understand the rules of the game if we want to win at it. Let me know in the comments, have you ever made something that you know is better, but it got less attention than a throwaway post? I'd love to hear about your experiences. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Okay, so that's all I have for you for this video. Please subscribe for more hot takes just like this, because I make videos every single week. That's all for now. Bye!